The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. Great to have you with us as we get ready for a month. The afternoon presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. We've got Jakob Poeltl, Devin Vassell out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Tyrese Haliburton, and it's Wallace in at the 2. And for Atlanta, Luguentz Dort out there with Buzelis. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's LaMelo Ball, and it's Morant in at the 1. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Haliburton. Towns passes to Wallace. Towns a screen on Ball. Here's Wallace. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Ball against Poeltl. And Ball gets it to go.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Haliburton. And Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Thanks for that, Al. I mean, just spin out, man.
Alexa, turn off.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Pass to Haliburton. Wallace with it. Poeltl in the post. Covered by Lively. Clock at 6. With a 9-footer. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Haliburton, the pass to Poeltl. That's good. And Haliburton gets the assist.
When it comes to interior scoring, Poeltl as efficient as they come.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
Shot's good by Morant.
Their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Haliburton against Morant. Pass to Vassell. Out to the right wing. Shot's good by Towns.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Haliburton against Morant. With the drive. Dort for three. They get it again. Lively passes to Dort. Here's Buzelis. Morant with it. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Now here's Wallace. Pounded by Ball. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Vassell. Outside for Haliburton. Oh, stolen by Morant.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From the baseline. And the shot's good.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
Now Ball. Dort outside. Pass to Morant. It's stolen by Haliburton. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And it's Morant with the ball for Atlanta. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Claxton, he's checked in for Lively. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Towns. And rejected.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Great look, but off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the paint, Claxton. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Trailblazers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Morant. He's got 6. Ball, a screen on Haliburton. Morant, the pass to Ball. Portland with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Now, we don't like to talk about injuries, but it's changed the projections for some teams, Brent.
It always does, B.A. I mean, there's something that's going to happen throughout the course of the year. It doesn't just change your direction. It gives someone else opportunity. And when you have a really strong system and you have players who believe in the system, they can step in and sort of pick up where it is that that player has left you off due to the injury.
And he makes a first.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Haliburton has certainly fit that bill.
So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Haliburton.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Hawks trail by 4. Morris right side. Here's Okogie. To the middle. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Ivy outside. Launches a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Outside Bull. Lets it fly. Rebound by Olynyk.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Dunn, the pass to Towns. Over Morris. And that one comes up a bit short.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Offensive board. Pass to Okogie. Here's Christie. Ivy defends. Clock at 4. Christie passes to Morris. No good on the three.
He just couldn't overcome the perimeter coverage. Shut him down.
To the inside. Dunn. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Changes here for Portland. Niang comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Haliburton is subbed in for Smart. Hawks trail by 7. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bull. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Haliburton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter here. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Can't be overzealous with Haliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And both free throws good for Haliburton. Morris against Haliburton. Morris outside. And so it's Portland leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. We've got George Niang. Tyrese Haliburton is out there with Ivy. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
B.A., you're hitting the nail on the head. you can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Yes, sir! Ja can throw it down!
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you pay to see.
Portland leading by 5. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Ivy passes to Haliburton. And he drives in. And the layup is good off the glass. Haliburton's got 11 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Ivy. Got a piece of it.
Buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Okogie. LaMelo Ball. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Ivy outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hield. Hawks trail by 7. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
LaMelo Ball.
You need help still? Or are you good? You want me to take that? Or are you good?
Is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allen. Stolen by Ball. And he's going for the lob. And it's Hield missing. Trailblazers lead by 5. Here's Ivy. And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 5.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Pass to Morant. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. There's Ball with a 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Dort, he's checked in for Atlanta. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Portland. Wallace comes in for Dunn. Hawks trail by 7. Outside Hield. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Hield. Lively with a screen on Ivy. Here's Hield into the lane. Poeltl grabs a miss. And here's Haliburton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Outside Olynyk. Now here's Poeltl. Just 5 on the clock. Wallace outside. This one for 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lugens Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Here's Finney Smith. And it's Portland with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Deflected. Right wing. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
How about Pirtle, the Austrian Hammer?
Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Dort. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's Portland with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, B.A., in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
First one falls. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Ivy's checked in for Tyrese Haliburton. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Hawks trail by 9. Here's Morris. And Ivy pulls it down. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Towns. Ivy a screen on Bowl. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Christie. Atlanta again missing. Trailblazers lead by 9. Wallace with it. Guarded now by Bull. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Dort, left side. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Dort's got 5.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Morris outside. Bull finds Morris. A minute and a half left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Bull, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Vassell. Tipped.
Now, Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from defensively.
The Hawks making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Hawks trail by 8. Christie passes it to Okogie. Here's Christie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the left wing. Towns against Bull. Dort, pass to Okogie. And the 3 off target. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
He was all alone on that one. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs, Towns has great accuracy.
27 seconds left in the second period. Okogie's shot is off. Trailblazers lead by 11, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Ivy against Morant. Ivy outside. Towns outside. There's the three. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Bull. From beyond the arc and then some. Bull's got his second basket on the night. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. And whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Taking a look at Portland, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Hawks.
Guys, they're laying bricks out there. Shaq, I could read your mind as you were watching that.
I can't say that I was thinking out loud, not on this show.
Pointing out that they're shooting under 30% from three. That's frosty. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Tyrese Haliburton has been sensational.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And the Hawks with possession here. Trailing by 8. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. They've got LaMelo Ball. Buzelis out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Morant in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. 6 to shoot. Ball with it. Towns covering. Here's Lively. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds now. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
It's blocked. They retain possession. Wallace's shot is good. Here's Ball, and you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving. He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Towns outside for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
Hawks trail by 12. Here's Morant. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Haliburton. Here's Wallace. Buzelis grabs the board.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Lively finds ball. Oh, swiped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Now here's Vassell. He's closely guarded. Towns outside. Shoots over Morant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Fields checked in for Dort. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Now here's ball. Watched by Wallace. Outside heel. He takes it in. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Buzelis. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
The shot by Pirtle, no good. Hawks trail by 16. Here's Lively. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Haliburton, the pass to Towns. On the take. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Derek Lively.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
No good on the second free throw.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Pass to Lively. And here's ball. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the oop here. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Yeah, what a creative player in these pick and rolls. Ball takes pleasure dicing up defenses like this.
Portland leading by 13. Wallace up top, pounded by Ball. Healed against Vassell. Towns outside, fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Ball taking his time here. Over to the wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Tyrese Haliburton. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. And it's Haliburton. Gets it to go inside.
Haliburton, one of those guys who's always on his toes and plays the offensive end with a ton of energy.
Morant with the slam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Towns, right side. Towns on a screen. Pass to Wallace. Towns a screen on Ball. Wallace misses.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
The playmaking ability of Ball is so crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Portland leading by 11. And here's Haliburton. 13 points in the game. Drills it from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space.